All right, so it's time to check out the iPhone Air in the cloud white color. And I'm excited for the iPhone Air because as much as people say like, oh, like it's just the only thing it has, it's thin and everything. I don't know. I like things that are thin. It's really cool looking to see such an engineering marvel, but let's go ahead and see it. Oh, what the heck? Oh, okay. There it is. Look at that. It comes flipped around this time for some reason. That is interesting. Kind of ruined the effect. But yeah, here it is. There you go. That is the cloud white right there. Looks really good. Instantly, it is different to the iPhone 17 white. It is pure white. You can kind of see that. I thought this looked pretty white before, but actually now comparing it to this right here, my goodness, the 17 Air is a bright, bright white. And I do like it more. Definitely lives up to the cloud white name. I really, really like it. I wish that the top here had not had that kind of white inset and it was more kind of clear how these 17s have it. It's like, it has like a very cool effect to it. That would have looked really cool up here, but it still does look good. It is insane how thin this thing is. My goodness, look at that there. 17, the Air. Did I say 17 Air at the beginning? Technically, it's just the Air. Oh, well. And the Pro Max right there. Look at that differences. My goodness. It is, I'm telling you, it is so thin. It is worth seeing and holding in person because this is crazy that they fit a phone into this. Absolutely insane. And it just feels really nice too. Now, unlike the aluminum that's used on the 17 and the 17 Pro, we're actually getting titanium here from last year, but polished and nice reflective, nice and grippy as well. So it doesn't feel like it's going to fall out. Let's go ahead and reveal this beautiful screen, which is larger than the standard 17 and 17 Pro, but not bigger than the Pro Max nor the same size. So it is smaller than the Pro Max. And I got to tell you, this is the size that I want for a phone. This is absolutely the perfect size. It is the sweet spot between the size of the Pro Max and the normal Pro. It's just really fantastic. I wish we could get a Pro Max of this size somehow. I think I would have gone for this if it wasn't for the single camera lens. My goodness, I really don't care about the battery life. I'll buy power banks. I'll use power banks all the time. That doesn't matter to me. What I care about really is the multi-camera system because I do take a lot of photos with my phone when I don't take my camera around and stuff. And I do like having those options like a lot actually. But even now, as I'm making this video and talking to you, I'm contemplating wanting to switch from the Pro Max that I got to this phone because like I'm even already contemplating switching this one for a normal Pro Orange because the Pro Max is just so heavy and bulky that I'm not lugging this thing around all the time. This has the larger screen. Plus, it's lighter weight than even the normal 17 right here. Like, this is crazy. That's crazy. It's just so solid feeling, too, for how thin it is. It feels so much more premium than either the Pro or the 17. Feels fantastic in the hand. And in here, we do have something looking a little different. The cable is wrapped differently, which is interestingly okay. And you can see the full cable in this one, which is nice. I don't know. Everything's just wrapped different because the box is so thin, I guess. Really cool. So all you get is the cable in there. And then just a quick start guide. But again, wow, it's something that when you grab it, like I don't want to put it down. I want to keep holding it and using it. And it just feels so nice in the hand. And that cloud white color, it really is very stunning. And the great thing about this color is that it fits perfectly with a bunch of different cases like those from our sponsor, ESR. And we have their new classic hybrid magnetic case for the iPhone 17 Air right here that comes in a bunch of different colors, which is really nice. So you can kind of mix and match the colors here. And for example, if you just want pink on here, that's really cool. There you go. And adding a case to it is going to add a little bit more heft to it so that it feels a little more secure in the hand since it is so thin. And even with the case, look how thin this is. My goodness, it is just absolutely stunning. And so that's a pink case right there. Let's see the green. This looks like it looks super cool right there. Yep, that is really nice. I really do like that effect that it's giving. That's super cool. Look at that. Almost looks like a kind of halo colored green. Then we got the frosted black classic with black accents as well, which also works on the white, no issue. Now we got this blue color again with the white, just looks fantastic. The overall feeling of the phone is just perfect size. My goodness. Should I get this one? Should I swap? I don't know. And then lastly, the main classics here, clear with black accents, really cool looking, very futuristic, very panda-like, which I really do like that. And then of course, just pure clear here. That's gonna look great as well on the white. Now the Air has a bunch of delicate components inside of the camera bar this year. And so the great thing about this case is that we have that camera guard right there that's gonna protect all those internals. And it doubles as a fantastic stand for your phone, all without adding any bulk. But my favorite feature really is that even though this case is so thin, the MagSafe is just crazy. Like now that the phone is so thin too, plus the magnet, this thing, I'm telling you, if you have a tripod or a car and you're going off-road or something, this is the case to get. Look how strong that is. That magnet's insane. And I just love that I can trust it. So that is the ESR hybrid magnetic case right here for the iPhone 17 Air. Make sure to check it out down below in the description. Hopefully that also gave you an idea of how this phone kind of looks with cases. And thanks to ESR for sponsoring this video. Now, how does this phone look while talking and texting? Let me show it to you. Of course, it's a little bit bigger than the base iPhone 17, so it's going to look larger up to your face when you're holding it up there, but not gigantic like the 17 Pro Max looks like. This is the perfect size. If you want a larger phone, get the Air, honestly. Now, there are some trade-offs that you're going to have with this phone, which are some pretty big ones. You don't get dual speakers, so if you like to game or watch movies or even play music kind of loud, this is just not the ideal phone for that. Of course, you get the single camera lens. You aren't going to get as much performance as, honestly, probably either this base 17 or the 17 Pro or the Pro Max. And that's mainly due to heat limitations that the device is going to have. So, you know, it has its drawbacks. And of course, it's more expensive than the normal 17. So if you're just looking for performance and all that, this phone makes absolutely no sense. But if you want something that's going to do everything properly, right? Like just all the basics, it's not going to take a ton of space or weight in your pocket, and it's going to feel fantastic in the hand, at least in my opinion, then this is where to go, especially because it's like kind of that new frontier. I'm guessing that for the Fold next year or in 2 years, they're just going to basically take two of these and slap them together or something like that. And that's how we're going to get the Fold, because look how thin that is. It is just crazy thin. But there you go. You can see the three kind of white colors that we have, right? We have the Silver Pro, the white here for the 17, and then the cloud white on the 17 Air. So what's your favorite one here out of these three whites? I definitely think the 17 Air here looks fantastic, especially with the glossy sides. I actually really do like the glossy sides. It just looks like a piece of jewelry. It feels really good. I like that the grippy sides kind of also match the kind of feeling and weight of the phone. I'm not sure how to describe it, but the sides on the aluminum here, they kind of match for me the size here. But for the Pro Max, I really don't like aluminum for some reason. It feels really cheap. It looks odd to me. I don't know what it is, but I'm not digging the aesthetic of the Pro models this year. So yeah, we'll check out the other colors and then do a color comparison, of course. But that is the Cloud White 17. Let me know what you think. 17, no. The Cloud White Air, just there. It's hard not to think of 17, but let me know what you think down below in the comments. This thing is just a piece of art, really, an engineering marvel. Any thin phone nowadays is, but it's just crazy that we've gotten to this point. It makes you really think what's coming next, because we can just fit basically all the internals, all the major internals are like in this camera bar portion top part of the phone here, and the rest mostly is battery to try to keep this phone alive because it's just burning through the battery. It still has 120 hertz. It has a lot of really good features, which is really nice, but the negatives are that the price is still pretty high, and compared in features to the other ones, it's not the best. But thanks for watching this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye.